gas taxes. We have some viewers who want to see gas taxes increased for transportation purposes. Other viewers note, why do legislators think that Minnesotans won't notice a gas tax increase? So let's talk about transportation generally, and we'll fold the gas tax question in there with it. Let's start with you.
Well, first of all, if you're going to do a gas tax, this is the time to do it because of the place that a current gallon of gas costs. The price at the pump is a huge factor, and it's not too long ago that we were paying $4. So if you want to fund roads and you want a source to do it, a dedicated source to do it, now is the time to do it with the gas tax. Now, the Republican proposal is kind of fanciful. The idea that we could meet our transportation needs with the general fund. First of all, they're not putting any more money into the general fund, so it's impossible to do that. If you fund it off the general fund, you would have to take it away from education or health care, and maybe that's where they want to go because they've been willing to do that in the past. But to have if you want to look seriously at solving our transportation problem, the gas tax really is the option. It's where you have to go. It's the most logical place. It has the most room and flexibility to do what we need to do with it. So any other options are probably not there. Now, as a personal matter, I do believe that our roads should be funded off the general fund. And I think they should be funded off of a progressive tax, not a regressive gas tax. So as a matter of principle, I believe in it. But until the Republicans are willing to seriously take us to the reasonable tax rates that we had, say, in the 80s and fund transportation that way, it's going to have to be the gas tax.
Well, the problem with the gas tax is that we have to come up, and I'll say this, we have to come up with a better way of funding roads into the future. I don't believe that the gas tax will be reliable and sustainable as we go into the future in terms of electric cars and higher mileage obtained through the use of gasoline. So less money is going to be coming in as we go into the future with the gas tax. What we have looked at in the House is to try to find some other ways. And in the end, John, I'm sure that there's likely going to be something of a combination. But we're looking at $2.5 billion, for example, in the sales tax on auto parts, sales tax on tires, leased vehicles, rental car vehicles. These are things that the sales tax logically should be directed into transportation because they have to do with transportation. We have, I think, $200 million out of the surplus. We have a $1 billion bond for trunk highways, trying to get up to that $7 billion because we are behind. $6-7 billion over the next 10 years. We are behind what we need to do to maintain our roads. So we need to do something. But we have to make sure that we have something that will be reliable and sustainable in the future. And the gas tax, in the long run, I don't think will do that.
No disagreement on the sustainability portion of that. But, yeah, I mean, it's a tough issue.